wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, I'm Aisyah Faiza Zaid. Not my student ID number is 20254064040029. Today, I will present for my speaking skill final project. The topic is BPJS Mass Deactivation Initiative. We will look to the economic socio implication of this policy and discuss the strategic mitigation measures required to navigate the crisis. To begin the presentation, let's take a look at the executive summary to understand the core narrative of this situation. The current national crisis was triggered by extensive data cleansing under the DTSEN scheme as well as individual financial constraints. This has led to a sudden loss of healthcare access for vulnerable population, including the poor and patients with catastrophic illness who require immediate medical treatment. To address this, we propose strategic solutions, including establishing a deactivation grace period and enhancing cross-ministerial integration between the Ministry of Social Affairs, the Civil Registry, and BPJS Kesehatan. Furthermore, strategic self-checking channel like Mobil JKN or Pandawa is crucial to ensure transparency. Moving on to the background, universal health coverage or UHC through BPJS Kesehatan is the primary instrument to protect all Indonesian citizens. However, massive data cleansing has caused sudden deactivation without prior notice. This has triggered social panic and directly threatened the economic resilience of vulnerable families. As the constitutional right to health is compromised, families face immediate financial risk. To understand what is affected, we must look at the two main participant segments. First, the PBPU segment, which consists of independent non-wage earners who pay monthly premium independently. Weak economic conditions have led to high deactivation rates due to unpaid dues. Second, the PBI segment, which is the government aid sector subsidies by the state budget. The activation here occurred due to mismatches of welfare status update outside the DTKS database. Let's look at the scale of the issue. Approximately 11 million PBI participants have been deactive. Why? This restructuring stems from the synchronization of welfare data using the DTSEN SIM or Data Tunggal Sosial Ekonomi Nasional. Citizens who are deemed to have moved up of the lowest economic decile automatically lose their PBI JKN status to optimize state budget efficiency. What are the root causes? We have identified three primary drivers. First, data mismatch, which refers to discrepancies between the Civil Registry, DTKS property database, and internal BPJS registries. Second, economic pressure, causing high premium default rates among independent members due to weakened purchasing power. And third, miscommunication, specifically at the lack of transparent socialization. leaving citizens completely unaware of their inactive status until they actually reach the hospital. The condition in the field of critical, for example, hundreds of hemodialysis patients and those with chronic kidney failure have been stranded at hospital registration desks due to sudden deactivation. This issue literally takes patient lives. As emergency response, we emphasize need for 3-month transition period to allow patients to receive life-saving service while their data verification take place. The policy creates a multi-sectoral impact with both administrative positive and socio-economic negative. For citizens, it brings orderly demographic data, but presents a massive threat of pocket bills. For hospital, it reduces facilities claim but increases potential bad debt and conflict at the front desk. For the government, it achieves fiscal efficiency in subsidies, but results in a significant drop in public trust. How can citizens mitigate this? There are 3 main steps. First, utilize mobile JKN. The BPJS Care WhatsApp to regularly verify status. Second, eligible PBI participant must immediately reapply to social local village office to be reintegrated into the DTKES. Third, citizens can file a formal dispute using the Check Bansos application to object to inaccurate economic decile assignment. Future look scenarios. Looking ahead, we face 2 scenarios. In the success scenario, real-time DTSEN integration ensures target healthcare subsidies, reduce budget leaks, and left achieve through universal health coverage. Conversely, in the failure scenario, the healthcare access gap widens. Hospitals face ongoing operational conflicts, and public trust in social welfare program will completely erode. In conclusion, data cleansing is a final step for administrative order, but the process must be conducted with a human communication approach. Thank you for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.